here as soon as we could.
Well, I could have been bleeding with my bloody throat cut.
Oi, 2 minutes, mate. You're bloody lucky.
Oh, yeah?
What happened?
Well, they nicked one of my wagons, didn't they? Loaded with sheepskin coats.
So, nobody wants to talk to you, eh, Ellis?
Nah. It's ever since I applied for this new chief super's clerk's job. I can't make it out. I tell you, it's putting me off going to this retirement party tonight.
Won't be on your own. I don't suppose anyone will want to talk to Dave Litton either. Not if they've got any sense. We're well shot of him, bolshy bugger.
But why me, Sarge? Why shouldn't anybody want to talk to me? Now, Dave Litton, pouncing over here from another division, that I can understand. But why me?
Jealousy. That's what it is, Ollis. Yeah? Touch of the old green eye. They see you as a flyer. You know, scrambled egg all over your shoulder.
Scrambled egg?
Yeah. Chief super. Yeah. Well, he started as a clerk, you know. Stood him in good stead, he never looked back.
I don't know what the manufacturers are going to say, losing their coats like that.
Can't have got very far.
God help us.
You sure you don't want to go to hospital, mate?
Nah, I'll get worse than this in my local Saturday nights.
To all units from
bloody
Sierra
hell.
Oscar 5.
It's
the
2 minutes
vehicle
since we got
stolen
the call.
is a gown van with the name
Elkins and Crawley Transport.
Cutting it a bit fine.
Elkins and Crawley Transport on the site.
They've got to be in the area
van
somewhere.
contained sheepskin
Otherwise,
coats
they'd have hit the main
to
road.
the value of
80 grand.
Cutting it a bit.
£80,000. I repeat,
£80,000.
Sierra Oscar 5 from 210. How long do you want us to stay here? Seems no point tying up 2 vehicles on this, over.
Stand by.
Stand by. That's the brains of the department for you.
Let's screw up a 2-car funeral, those 2.
How come we're the first on the scene and get lumbered? Shouldn't we be out there searching the area?
210 Sierra Oscar 5, over.
Go ahead.
Scotland can wait for the sucker and photographer. Once we'll leave search the northeast basin, we're going back to the nick with the witness. See you later, over. Receive that last transmission, over.
They just want to get away to that retirement party, don't they? Yep. A night on the piss. That's all they're thinking about.
Find yourself a little niche, Ollis, and study for promotion. That's my advice. Let the mugs go chasing the villains.
Speaking at conferences.
A caravan
Attending
is
seminars. Opening fates. Cool, I'll have some of that. That doesn't sound good, doesn't it?
Ollis, some are born to greatness. Others have it thrust upon them.
Yeah.
Now bugger off, will you? I'm busy.
It's a bloody waste of time.
How long will this statement take to write?
not long.
My partner will do his bleeding conkers when he finds out about this. We go skint, you know that? Bloody stony.
Sit down there for a minute.
What about a cup of tea or something?
Later.
Reg Elkins, isn't it?
Yes.
Him and his dodgy partner haven't lost another load, have they?
This one's different.
Thanks, sir. Go on. Shut the door, Ellis.
Sir?
Tell us what's happened.
The last 3 were straight thefts of vehicles.
Straight?
Yeah, well, lifted off the street and found miners their loads. This one's a tie-up job, not the same MO.
Go on.
Well, the villains walk into the caravan, grab him from behind and wallop, tie him up hands and feet and gag him. This is the curious thing.
He's only going through your bin.
Leave that alone, will you?
What do you think you are?
Oh, he's got some form, that lad. Just leave it alone, right?
You were saying?
Yeah, the strange thing is that after tying him up, one of them dials 999, puts a handkerchief over the receiver and asks for the police. Then they scarper with the keys of the van and lock the door of the caravan behind them.
Where was the van?
In the yard.
And the partner?
What, Crawley?
Yeah.
Out to lunch with his accountant.
Hello.
God, whatever he done to you. Oh, you know they got the load. Who cares? Are you all right? Couple of sore ribs.
This area is a definite blowout. I'm going to give it 5 minutes and then call it a day. Over.
In the yard.
What do you think?
Well, it's iffy. No villain in his right mind is going to make a 999 call. Okay, if he's worried about the victim, you know, if the ropes are too tight or something, stops at a public phone box and makes the call after he's got away and stashed the gear, unless they didn't have far to go. It's a calculated risk, but why take a risk at all?
Just to make it look good. Different from the last time, just to throw us. What about Crawley?
Well, he's got a very good alibi. His accountant. That's where I picked him up from, round the corner.
That accountant's as bent as they are. I know what we should do. Throw him out on the street, make it look like we're not interested, see what develops.
Exactly what I was thinking. Listen, why don't I go on Oggo tonight and see if they move the load?
I know what you're thinking, Ted, but you're going to that retirement party, whether you like it or not.
Henry Talbot is a 24-carat prat.
Look, what's that got to do with it?
The man is a prat. I don't even like him.
He's not exactly my blood brother either, but the chief super has said everyone's got to be there, and you will be there, Ted.
You wouldn't think a van like that could disappear into thin air that quick like that, would you, Larry? It's got to be around here somewhere, isn't it?
They're a naughty firm at Ellison and Crawley. What was it this time?
Sheepskin coats. What do you mean this time?
Pickle.
Yeah, don't swamp it. Come on, Larry, what you talking about? Don't leave me mid-air, for Christ's sake.
Well, they've been taking orders for months.
You mean a nickel-owned van?
Wouldn't be the first time, would it? Once a van dragger, always a van dragger. Anyway, it's the customer's gears. It's not theirs. It's all covered by insurance. Who cares? Here, call it 80p.
Cheers. Can't you tell me a bit more than that?
There's nothing to tell.
They're slaughter, Larry. They're hideout. Come on, give us a break.
How would I know?
You must have heard something.
No, nothing. Can't be far away though, can it? Stands to reason.
Larry!
I don't fancy going straight up there. Do you want a pint?
My thoughts exactly.
There she is, love of your life. Yeah. Got you down with the first dance, so I'm not stopping long.
It's a limbo.
Right, come on, what do you want?
Sierra Oscar 342 from 210. You receiving, over?
210 from 342. Low and clear. Over.
You finished at the caravan yet, over?
Almost. Over.
Meet me at West Dock, Lower Basin, 10 minutes. Over and out.
That's what I say. But you wouldn't know if you were getting paid for it, would you?
But we're not, though, are we? We're night duty, June. Having to come in early for a poxy retirement party's not on, is it? I don't know why Henry Talbot can't just walk off into the sunset. She would. Like John Wayne. Well, it's true, isn't it?
Well, here's one girl who's going to enjoy herself anyway.
Oh, yeah? And what happens if Dave Litton doesn't turn up? I think a certain little WPC would have had her hair done for nothing.
Who said anything about Dave Litton?
Yeah, Litton's not coming, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, flipping heck.
I don't believe it. You see who's just walked in? Oh, that's me. I'm not standing there listening to him.
That's all right, hang about.
Hey, Burnside! You'll see.
How's tricks? Oh, yeah. I see you've got a uniform pushing about out then.
Some nice boozers out in Epping. Don't you know, Annie? What you doing here anyway?
Just come to pay my respects to old Henry, of course.
Oh, Henry? Who invited you?
I don't have to be invited. He's an old pal from way back. Know what I mean?
I know what you mean. You got a sniff of the free booze, didn't you?
I don't have to take that off into a
Never mind about all that. Where is it?
Where's what?
The bottle.
What bottle? I don't have to bring a bottle.
You don't get in them.
Who says so?
I say so.
All right. Oi, love. Give us a bottle of scotch. Cheapest brand you got.
Sorry, sir, we don't do off sales.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm not allowed to. There's an off licence up the high street, though. It's about 5 minutes away.
Thank you. For nothing.
You'll be ashamed of yourself for something porkies like that.
Didn't I do right, then?
With any luck, you'll have taken the hint. I doubt it. He's too thick-skinned. If I know Burnside, he'd be back with a bottle of British sherry under his arm.
You better get up there, Gov. The chief super's asking where you are.
All right. When you tell him that Roy's out getting the bottle.
I don't know about that. Oh, I think we should have waylaid some of the punters coming here tonight. It's like a bloody distillery up there. There's bottle of scotches all over the place.
I should charge corkage, maybe.
Hey, go easy on the stuff, Ted. Don't forget, you've got a promotion ball coming up soon. And don't forget, the chief super does it as a trick, my old son. So behave yourself, all right?
Will you tell me what we're supposed to be looking for?
Somewhere where Elkins and Crawley have a slaughter.
I'm ever so sorry.
No, it's beautiful. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry about that.
Lovely.
Do you know how these work?
Yeah, I'll come
Is that
round.
just because it's a new barrel?
Yeah, I'll come round. What about the elephant and the snake? I've got to get a lump from please.
No, I only went to the cast just now and again. I did.
Every single week.
I came down and it was
You did the right thing. You did. I mean, it needs it. Well, they'll get plenty more of that. Okay.
As long as I can play with the golf, I don't mind. I don't mind.
I've seen the DI. You never find him in here, Governor. Those little legs. Oh, there he is. He's over there. The Arsenal game the other night, eh? Woodcock's only touch of the ball in the second half was brilliant. That through ball from Ricks, straight in.
Yeah.
Fitting climax to the game, I thought. You listening to me?
Of course I am. Something about a climax, wasn't it?
Roy?
That's right, you see, we can... Oh, excuse me.
Who are those three men over there?
Oh, local traders.
Local traders? They look more like the mafia to me. Who asked them?
I did. You said you wanted the numbers made up, remember? A little local colour, I think, was the exact term you used.
Who exactly are they, Roy?
Caught a glint of hostility and the chief's suit was iron. Looks like you're giving Galloway a bit of stick about something, like.
Yeah, don't know about that. God, I could give her some stick if I had the chance. Ooh.
Look, I'm about to start the presentation. I hope for your sake they don't cause any trouble.
Well, they won't. Stand on me, they'll behave themselves.
Because if I am caused any embarrassment in front of my golf club friends, your feet won't touch the ground, I promise you. You better keep your eyes on Roach as well. He's drinking far too much.
Yes, sir.
No, you should really. Well,
Mike, keep an eye on him.
it might be a good day.
How about sneaking out?
Well, I was going to notice us amongst us.
That's what you think, Jim. Look, chief supervisor everywhere. No, we'll just have to wait until Sergeant Cryer makes a move.
Oh, hello, Gov. I brought a bottle, just like you said.
Listen, Sunshine,
you do yourself a
Can I have your attention, please? Pat. It's been a great pleasure.
Right.
Tinged I might have with a
Come
little
on,
sadness
outside.
that we're here today to say goodbye to him.
What exactly is the problem, Gov? I mean,
Henry's
what have
been
I
30
done
years in the
wrong?
Met and 22 years at Sunderland. I know that we're all going to miss him very much. Thank you.
I mean, what am I supposed to have done wrong?
Now, what's your game, Burnside?
What are you talking about?
I want to know what you're doing on this manor, my son.
Nothing, Gov. Honest. I just come to shake hands with the old fella, that's all.
No, that crap. You and Henry talk about as fun. Now, you're up to something, and I want to know what.
Look, it's not what you think, Gov. I'm not up to any villainy. Seriously. It is just a social call.
Codswallop.
On my life.
Bullshit.
Look, Gov, you got it all wrong.
What have I got wrong?
You'll only laugh.
Try me.
Well, you know it is, Gov.
Come on, don't mess me about, Burnside.
Well, to be honest, I fancy June Ackland.
Do what?
There you go, see, I knew you'd take that, Mickey.
How can any bird in her right mind be interested in such an obnoxious git as you?
Now, keep it down, Gov. Look, I've rung her up a couple of times, but she's always given me the big E. And then she said if I was serious, come along tonight.
So absurd, it's got to be true.
Yeah, well, Gov, you wouldn't tell anyone, would you?
No.
We'd like to present you with this silver drinks tray. For all the loyalty and dedication that you've shown to us at Sunhill over the years.
Someone will hear you.
I might add, Henry, that it's not often realised what a difficult and indeed thankless task you've often had, nor indeed what it entails.
Being a bloody snout.
Once again, Henry, we'd like to thank you for all your loyalty. We all know that without it, there are times when Sunhill Police Station will have ground to a halt. Have a long and very happy retirement. Very kind of you.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
These are for you as well, I think.
And so say all of us, and so say all
Doty next.
Come on, what are you to expect at a retirement party run by the chief super? A stripper?
Yeah, well, all I can say is I'm glad I'm night duty. I'll be out this. You're not on night duty as well, are you, darling?
No, not tonight. Free and available.
She's quite a tasty bird, isn't she?
Yeah, well, you can keep your eyes off there, Skip. She's taken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What in there?
Suppose you're going to wait for the weekend sort of thing. It could be our secret. No one would ever know.
Look, Sonny, if I wanted to have a dirty weekend, I'd choose a man.
It's no good. I can't stomach the drink in the same room as that bent bastard.
Yeah, I know. You get your back up, doesn't he, Bob?
There's some people you hate instantly. As soon as they show their face, Burnside is one of them.
See why I set it off with Lytton. They make a great pair.
No, you do Lytton an injustice. Anyone misses me, remind them that I'm on night duty. Enjoy yourself,
Yeah,
all right?
okay. Have a quiet night, then.
Yeah. Look after yourself, Ted.
Yeah, cheer.
Suck you, Jim. Sergeant Cryer's on his way.
Well, shall we go and shake hands with Henry Talbot or something? I mean, it just seems like bad manners to walk out like this.
And bring yourself to everybody's notice. Be the kiss of death, that would. Carver's one of them, they'd say.
What a what?
Ah, well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, nobody would tell you. Whisper, whisper in the corner.
What are you talking about, you Welsh twit?
Do you run with the hare or with the hounds? That's the question that'll be voiced. You mark my words.
Do you want me out?
Oh, don't worry, Jim. I'll still talk to you. Come on, let's get out of here while the going's good.
He's a married man.
Thanks, Sarge.
What if I go missing now? Excuse me, gents. It's just I don't want to let this girl down if I can help it.
Where's Ted?
Hoped you wouldn't ask. He's over there.
Getting Larry, is he?
Smashed to be a better description.
Better go over there and have a word with that idiot Roach before he drops me any further.
Do you want me to come over and divert Hollis, make it look friendly?
No, it'll be all right. Tell you what you can do, though. Do us a favour before you go. Take this over to the bar and discreetly water it down or something.
It's strong, is it?
This little firm here behind me don't know what singles are.
See what you mean.
Shut up. You know what that means?
And you, a married man.
We're the worst, you see.
Afraid, Sarge, a knight in shining armour has come to my rescue. Only just in time, though. And to think, I'd nearly fallen for all that smooth talk of yours, Penny.
Well, you never know until you try, do you, eh? So I always say.
My words, exactly.
See ya.
Put it down. Sticky fingers.
What's a big, single, handsome hunk of a man like you doing tonight, honey?
Sorry? Oh, I've got a sick dog at home. Got to go home and look after it. I think it's on heat. Or something.
Thanks a lot, pal.
And who have you been upsetting then, Mike Dashwood?
Must have been something I said. Get Topman up for me, will you? I think I got silly with the water.
It's funny, I didn't reckon you for a Scotch drinker.
I'm right, it's Galloway's.
Oh, what you want me to do? Poison it?
Hey, hang on.
What's the matter?
Where did this come from?
One of the guests bought it. There's another one down there. We haven't even opened it up yet.
Well, don't open it. Put it to one side.
Well, tell me why.
Later.
Anyone ever tell you, Mike Dashwood? You got away with Willie.
Did you know that he was the chief super's new clerk, though? Because I didn't.
Never mind about that, Ted. Let's have your car keys.
Bloody little snout. When I put him in the picture, all right, Gov, I say. I said, you ever grass on me, Adolf, you know?
Roach, you're your own worst enemy. Let's have your car keys. There's no way you're going to drive home tonight.
I'm all right, Gov. I'm sober as a judge.
Gov, I can't wait. Something's come up. It's urgent.
Hey, what's the matter, Dash? Is there something you can't handle, eh?
Stay there, Ted. I want your car keys. What's all this about, Mike?
You're not going to believe this, Gov. An AS a couple of weeks ago.
Looks like Roger's been through this lot. There's hardly a digestive biscuit left.
Reporting theft of scotch from a bonded warehouse on Limehouse section. Do you remember?
Export?
Yeah, that's it. There's only 2 bottles of the stuff turned up at the party, would you believe?
You're joking. Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, who's brought them? It's not one of my firm, is it?
Ackland can't remember who pushed it over the bar. I didn't want to take it any further because you've got Burnside hanging about back there.
Well, don't let that bloke get wind of it. Let me think. I'll tell you what you do. You go to the bar and you relieve Ackland. You send her over here. Tell her not to make it too obvious. If Burnside makes a move to follow,
Stall him. Give him any old moody, all right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, no. Ted, he's gone.
I bet he's taken his car as well.
Oh, God. That's all I need.
I wouldn't go over there if I was you, Sarge.
Why should you go over there?
Doesn't he know?
Know what? Don't look at me like that. I don't know what you're talking about either.
I think you ought to tell him, Dave.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is this, mastermind or something?
If you must know, June Ackland's Galloway's bird.
Now, take your time. Don't rush it. Just casually look around and see if you can pick the man out.
I can't be 100% sure.
Well, I'll set off for 90%.
Well, I think it's the man over there in the herringbone jacket. He's with the Chief Super's crowd. I wish you'd tell me what this is all about, sir. Maybe I can help.
Are you sure it's not one of them over there?
Oh, definitely not.
Thank God for that. And you're sure the Chief Super's crowd is still drinking that scotch?
Yeah, they came up and asked for it by name.
Right, this is what you do. You keep pumping them with that scotch. Don't let anyone else touch it. When the bottle's completely empty, you put it to one side for me.
Well, what do you want me to do with the full bottle? Do you want me to open that one as well?
No, put that to one side and I'll collect both bottles when the party's over. And please don't tell anyone. And that includes Burnside, especially Burnside. What do you do with him anyway? He's not your type, he's a Burke.
It's a bloody nuisance. He keeps phoning me up. I just string him along, that's all. No harm in it. Please tell me what this is all about, sir.
If it comes off, a rare coup. That's all I can tell you. First thing, I want you to drop everything and concentrate on tracing that scotch.
Yeah, well, if you like, I'll ditch the bird tonight and I'll start on it right away.
No, don't upset the party. Let things simmer. See what develops.
Where do you want me to begin in the morning?
The golf club?
If you like. It's going to stir things up a bit, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Bit early for you, isn't it, Dave?
Oh, night duty, ain't I? Anyway, there's not a lot here worth hanging about for, you know what I mean?
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, hang on, Dave, I'll give you a lift.
Thanks, Carl.
I'll see you in the morning.
Has your date got on, mate? He looks like he needs cheering up. Right, lads. We got these tickets sorted out for the Albert Hall.
How we going to the festival? Opera?
Holly Archie.
Alec? Blimey, you're keen, aren't you? It's not 9:30 yet.
You know me. Always raring to go.
Oh, well, if it's excitement you want, this is definitely not the place to be. It's quiet as a graveyard, Bob. Nothing happened at all. Not a dicky bird. Nothing in that book since, oh, I don't know, 5.
Well, what are you going to do about it? There's all this noise, I can't sleep, nobody can sleep.
One moment, madam.
It's coming from up the road, the pub up the road.
What's
It's
it with the pub
disgusting.
here? Noise in the pub up the road, you say?
It's just shouting and laughing and...
Thanks a lot for coming, Tom. Nice to see you. All right? Pat, keep them falling down, mate. All right? Keep knocking it down. Take care. Tom, we've got to go, fellas. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having us. We wouldn't like to say goodbye. Come on, what a load of wallets.
Yeah, Terry Downs.
Ray Robinson. Now, if you're talking about middleweights, the man was the greatest. You can't odds it.
Yeah, but you're talking about hungry fighters now, Bernie. I mean, there's a difference, you know. I mean, they have fighters like Bruce Woodcock, Freddie Mills...
Don Cockle,
Hang about. What about Randy Turpin? I mean, be fair, he was a great champion in anybody's language.
Crumpet.
Eh?
Crumpet.
What's that got to do with it?
Turpin, that was his weakness. But I've got to agree with you, B. Man was a champ.
Do you know, I remember staying up at night, ears glued to the wireless, listening to that fight from America.
Yeah.
Fred Apostoli.
Fred who?
What's the opera singer? He's the boxing bellhop.
I don't care about the devil's market. I can't love.
on here? Hey! Hey, is this your car, man?
What are you doing in my garden, man?
Oh, my God, what have I done?
Hey!
It's okay, man. He went that way. He went that way.
Gee, listen. Look, there's a van load of sheepskin coats gone missing. I'm sure they're on 8 Beach somewhere.
I'll keep me on
All right?
for him.
Yeah, let me know, will you?
Yes. The occupants at 43 Rampton Gardens are away on holiday until the 20th. Casual attention. Hey, Yorkie?
Yes, Sarge.
I'll leave that one to the early turn, I think. Glad you could join us, Carver.
I'm sorry, Sarge.
Yeah. 7 Beat. Yeah, 101 Edwards. There's a 21st birthday party at number 82 Valeview Gardens going on till 1. They've apologised in advance for any noise. Don't be tempted in, if invited. You're apt to lose your helmet and those kind of do's.
Or something else, Sarge.
Yes, well, for your cheek, Smith, I want you to go down to Lang & Sykes, the jewellers in the High Street, and relieve a late-turn PC.
Burglary alarm again, Sarge?
Broken window. They're waiting for the key holder to turn up.
Well, how long's it going to be?
Well, if he's anything like you, I guess you'll be in for quite a wait, won't you?
It's an opening, Sarge.
All right, so. Oh, yeah, and all of you, before you go, have a look at the AS on the stolen sheepskin coats. You're on 8 Beat, Carver, right?
Right, Sarge.
Number 14 Greyston Avenue. They've got a car in their front garden.
Why don't they have little plastic gnomes like everybody else?
Ho, ho, ho. Take a panda down there and take the Welsh whip with you as well.
Right, Sarge.
Understand he speaks the language like a native. Right, go on, off you go. Terrorise the population.
Hello, Linda, listen, don't say anything now. Just listen. Listen. I'm sorry, I'm in a little bit of trouble at the moment. I've had a bang with the car. No, I'm all right. I only had too much to drink at a bloody retirement party, and I can't afford to be breathalyzed at the moment. That's all it's about, all right? No, listen, yes, just listen, will you? No, I'm going to miss him for a while until I sober up, all right? So if anyone calls, you don't know where I am, and I haven't been in touch, all right? Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't look as if he could raise one if he tried.
Leave off, Johnny, leave off. The fella's been your host all evening. You should be wishing him luck as you wave him goodbye.
Why should I? I didn't want to come here. If it wasn't for the thought of you lot drinking all this, I'd have gone to the dogs.
So you have all
You are a sod, Johnny, honestly. I mean, I've met some prize bullies in my time, but you, mate, are the priziest.
It's all in a good cause, John. Support your local bill.
Somebody's got it.
You know what they say, Gov? One door closes.
Unhealthy relationship. What happened to you?
For some reason, he's under the impression I'm having it off with somebody else. Whoever he had in mind certainly worried him.
Anyone who scares Burnside away can't be all bad.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Why'd you want me?
Pardon?
You called me over, remember?
Oh, yes. Sorry, it's silly of me. I've got one empty bottle and one full bottle, just like you wanted. I put them in a carrier bag under the bar.
Good. Now, you remember who was knocking it back, don't you?
Yeah, Chief Super and his friends. It's nicked, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about that. Might be. We'll have to see, won't we?
Excuse me, can you move away from the car, please? You're standing on the other side of the road. Excuse me. Can you move away? On the other side of the road. What? Back over there, on the other pavement. We don't mind. Thank you. God, you know whose car this is, don't you? Oh, you could have you the man.
Officer!
Does anyone know the name of the man that was in the car? No?
It's
Yes,
me,
sir.
man. I'm the one who rang you. I dialed 999 3 times.
Can I have your name, sir?
I live here, don't I? This is my house, man. 20 years I've lived here.
Oh, look, all my colleague wants to know is...
I'm a British citizen. Ex-Kingston Town policeman.
Yes, but could I have your name, please, sir?
Samuel Winston O'Ryan.
Used to be a copper, did you, sir?
Yes, man. Acting sergeant, first class.
Right then, let's see you get all these people out of here, get the music turned down, and then we'll see where we can go from there, all right? Play this one. You know whose car this is, don't you? Looks familiar. It's Ted Roach's, isn't it? No, it can't be. Look, there's a public phone box around the corner. You go and phone Sergeant Cry. He'll know what to do. I'll settle things down here. Don't transmit, all right?
What else do you want me to do?
You've done a good job, sir. About this car now. I think it must be nicked or something.
Sergeant Roach! What the surprise!
Louis!
Reggie, listen, for God's sake, listen to me.
Hang on, you forgot to book a table.
No,
Don't
listen,
worry,
listen,
come
it's
on,
not
I'll
that.
show you.
It's not that. Listen, Aubrey, listen. I've got to find someplace where I can keep down for a while out of sight. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Eh?
Does it matter who the geezer is? Of course it does. It might be somebody Bernie knows.
Look, do you want to hear this story or not?
No. Give us a song.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Excuse me. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your leg.
What's the matter?
Ted,
Not have a punch up again, is it?
unauthorised parking.
Do what?
Someone's front garden, and he's done a runner, Roy.
You're joking.
I'm afraid not.
Is he hurt?
No, not the way he legged it away from the scene.
Is there anything we can do? Because if the chief super finds out this time, there'll be curtains for him.
Yeah, I know. I phoned his own. His missus, or whoever she is, she said she hasn't seen him, doesn't know where he is. Sounded awfully pat to me, Roy. So what do you think?
Doesn't want to be breathalyzed, does he? Preparing the ground.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But he'd come waltzing into the nick in the morning with a nice flat.
Christian.
Easy.
Lovely party. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, mind how you go.
One of the chief super's crown. Where's the car now?
Had it towed in.
Much damage?
Ah, superficial front end. I've had it parked nose against the wall so no one can see it.
What about the person whose garden it is?
I don't know, Roy. It's a coloured bloke. Might settle for a new fence, but it could be dodgy.
Can you square up that end if we manage to get Roach off the hook job-wise?
Oh, come on, I'm not sticking my neck out for some drunken CID officer and hat straight.
Hey,
Look,
come
I'll
on, Robert,
throw
remember...
as far as I can, but if it gets iffy...
Good boys can't be bad boys. How many favours have I done your firm in the past? How many times have I got your legs out of the proverbial, eh?
Yeah, what am I doing here? Look, I'm not arguing with you, Roy. I'm just telling you so you know where you stand. I'll go as far as I can, and that's it.
Nice to know I can rely upon you, Bob. Bloody wooden tops.
Well, thanks very much for all your help. Good night, John. See you Sunday. I think that went off rather well, don't you, Roy?
Not bad, Gov.
Yes. Well, home to the little woman, I suppose. Perhaps you pop in the morning, Roy. A few things I'd like to discuss.
Yes, Gov.
Hanging on, are we, Roy?
Oh, I just want to see that WPC Ackland gets away safely, that's all.
Oh, yes. Well, good night, Roy. Back then.
Right, sir.
Good night, Gov. Just give him a few minutes to get clear of the place, then give us those bottles.
You're not taking me home then, sir?
Taking you home? You don't want me to take you home, do you? Some people might get the wrong idea. Some might venture to think I'm the mystery man you're having it off with. And that'd never do. Would it?
Yeah, perhaps you're right. That'd never do. I do have my reputation to think of, sir.
No news from Ted Roach yet?
No.
Well, he hasn't made the headlines, or the obituaries, or even the sports pages, so there's some hope left.
What's right situation is wanted.
Oh, Governor, listen, I'm sorry I had to ring you at home, mate. Did I wake you up? Yes, Ted, listen. Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, Elkins and Crawley, I've caught them red-handed, mate. We'll need some help.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Roy. I'll see you there. Fine. Whatever you're doing with that dog, Carbon, don't. Come with me.
But I'm off in a couple of minutes, Sarge.
Yeah.
The early turn will be here. I've got the straighter book in.
Come on, move yourself.
Here, cop hold of this. Answers the name of Lucky.
Lucky? What's lucky about him?
You're safe, Teddo. This isn't a load of old movie.
Look, I could have gone sick, missing anything. I'm not asking for absolution. I'm telling you. We got a job. Believe me.
Well, let's hear it then.
Elkins and Crawley are knocking out the coats in the market. They've got their van in there.
Quickly!
It must be around here somewhere. In among the lorries.
Listen, you go that way, Bob. Carver, come with Sergeant. Right.
Yeah,
Mike,
okay.
come with me. Yeah.
Go around the end there.
Got to be here somewhere.
Nothing.
Nothing? Got to be around here somewhere.
Nothing. Hey, what's that?
Hold
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's it.
Cut it out, you two. Stop messing about, Ted. Hey, I'll come this way.
Ted.
2 men have just gone into my coal store as the forklift truck came out.
Is there any other way out?
No, that's it.
Can you get us in there?
I wouldn't bother. They won't be in there very long. It's well below freezing.
Have your lads had their breakfast yet?
Not for another half hour.
They couldn't take an earlier one today, could they?
I don't see why not.
Right. Now they've got that lot banged up in there. Why don't we turn Ted's fiasco into a success story? What do you think?
You got no chance. You don't think I'm fool enough to believe that this Elkins and Crawley saga's going to save my skin?
Look, I've sweetened your limbo dancer for you. All you got to do is straighten him out for a new fence, right? Come on, I'll drop you off on the way back to the Nick.
Look, Orion's not a bad bloke. What do you mean on the way back to the Nick?
Not a bad bloke. I've heard that before.
Well, the early shift have got to relieve us. Look, don't mind standing around here for the love of it. I might even get a bit of cod to take home to Shirley. But the chief super isn't going to wear any more overtime.
Look, don't you worry about the early term or the overtime. I'll sort that out. With any luck, that'll be the least of the chief super's worries.
You got something up your sleeve or what?
I think you could say that.
All right. I'll take Ted over to Orion's and I'll be straight back. Come on, Ted.
But no buts. Go on, get out of it.
all right.
Mike? Yeah. On your toes to the golf club. See if you can trace where that scotch has come from. If they're not open, wake them up. Me and Carver will sit it out here, all right?
Yeah, all right.
And Mike, be discreet.
Are you sure, Sergeant, you can get me into the special constabulary?
Oh, Ted.
Mr. Ted.
And the day after they tried to blow up the Hackney Tower, is there light at the end of the tunnel for Britain's high-rise dwellers?
I'm sorry about this.
And a week on the Riviera for a fiver.
Look, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know that, don't you?
But you can put in a good word for me, Mr. Ted.
Well, I got to put myself about a bit. You know, grease a few palms and all. You understand what I mean? Now, listen, what about this fence, Sam? What are we going to do about that, eh?
What fence, Mr. Ted?
Hello, Ellis. What are you doing here at this time? Oh, well, 9 to 5 Wallace didn't get in till 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I had a few things on my mind. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I didn't know you was a dog handler.
Yeah, well, the bloody thing's been making so much noise tied up out in the yard. We've had to take it for a walk to keep it quiet.
Some people have all the luck.
Yeah, too true. I'll be glad when the van from Battersea Dogs Home gets here.
Are you sure there's not another way out?
Quite sure. I've cut the electricity off from the door.
Do you want to have a sit down, sir? I've been up all night.
Take a puke, son. Would you gentlemen like a cup of coffee?
Please. Cheers.
2 coffees, Frida.
Don't get too comfortable, Carver. We want to be out there when they come out. Don't get a couple of them sheepskin coats. Must be brass monkeys in there. Go on. Sir.
Well, like I say, sir, I don't like to bother you at home, and I don't like to have to inform on another officer. It goes against the grain. But drunken driving. I mean, he could have killed somebody. That is my prime concern. No, right, sir. Oh, by the way, sir, about the new clerk's job.
Inside yet?
No. Look, I can't hold the lads back much longer.
Your balls have dropped off. What we have, Sergeant, hanging around here like this? Freezing. You've been terrific. One more favour, though.
Sure.
Could one of your lads take us in on that forklift truck?
I don't see why not. Terry!
You get Ted sorted out with his fence business?
I don't know, I left him with Orion. He'd be a mug if he doesn't.
Right, come on one of these. Hey, mate, take it away, mate.
Could you be a little more, specific?
Oh, it's just a routine inquiry, sir. Fake brands. They're becoming a bit of a problem.
I can assure you, all our spirits are purchased through reputable merchants. We buy nothing over the counter. What was the brand again?
Monroe Country. It's a malt.
There's a coincidence. The Monroe bonded warehouse is down in Limehouse. One of our members is the manager there.
Poor little buggers. Now I know what I mean when they say don't look like a kipper. I couldn't interest you two gentlemen in a couple of bent sheepskin coats, could I?
Have you got a member's book? Addresses, dates of joining, all that?
Yes, under the bar. But why do you want to see that?
Can I have a look at it?
Oh, no. Quite irregular.
Mr. Wiggins, this is a licensed bar, isn't it?
Of course.
Which comes under police supervision.
What do you reckon of this one, Jim? Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. I reckon it suits him, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's better than that old blue shirt. Wait, turn around, show us the back.
Is it comfortable? Lovely. Have you tried one of these brown ones on yet?
No, sir. Shall I?
60. Get it off. What do you think you're doing, you idiots?
Well, they wouldn't miss one, would they, Gov?
If you're not careful, you'll be back on dog walking duty again. And you, Carver.
Inspector Galloway, I want to see you and Sergeant Roach in my office immediately.
64. When you stop messing about with that dog, get Sergeant Roach on the ear now. I want him back here immediately.
Oh, he's up in the canteen, sir. Thank you for taking me home last night, sir. Oh, that's all right, June. All in the course of duty.
Have you found what you're looking for?
Pass me that phone, will you? And make yourself scarce. Find me all your spirit receipts for the last quarter.
Your conduct last night, Roach, was unbecoming to any police officer, let alone a detective sergeant. It was a disgrace. Not only to the police force in general, but to myself in particular. I take great exception to any...
Well, you better put me through. Yes, it's urgent.
When you left that party, Roach, you were in no state to drive a motor vehicle. It was obvious to everybody that you'd had too much to drink. Yet Inspector Galloway stood... I said I wasn't to be disturbed. All right. It's for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yes?
Gov, I've traced the Scotch connection. Richard Dix, one of the Chief Super's guests last night. He's the manager of Munro's bonded warehouse. Do you want me to go and pick him up?
What's the story?
Well, sounds like a straight theft employee. Probably considers it one of the perks of the job. You know, lifting a couple of bottles now and again. Know what I mean?
Don't, I repeat, don't take this matter any further. Return to the station, Dashwood, and we'll talk about it here, all right?
I'll be about 15 minutes. See you, Gov.
Cheers. A matter of great delicacy's come up, so I think we ought to talk alone. Could you leave us, Ted?
What are you up to, Galloway?
Last night, sir, Mr. Richard Dix, a guest of yours from the golf club, knowingly brought stolen bottles of scotch to the party.
Why don't you go home, Sarge? You look dead beat.
I want to wait and see what's happened to Ted.
Well, I only hope when I'm in trouble, God forbid, that you'll be waiting in the wings ready to bail me out.
I'll go and find Roy. Something must have been decided by now.
I've been in there over an hour now.
My promotion. I've had it now, that's the end of me. All those wasted years studying. Will you stop bloody well prancing up and down? You're making me feel worse.
You sure it wasn't too late?
What?
My phone call.
I wish I'd known about that stolen scotch. I'm telling you, I would have well and truly nicked Mr. Dickie Dix.
Galloway wouldn't have had anything to trade with, would he?
Brownlow was really ready to have me hung, drawn and quartered, all because of that bloody retirement party. Being pressurised into going, that's what started it all. I should have stuck to my principles and refused. Never again.
We're going for a meal. Oh, right, Doc.
But what's happening? What about me?
Come on, Roy, are we going or what?
Going where?
We didn't think you'd be interested, Ted.
Come on, Mike.
Will somebody please tell me what's happening?
Well, the Chief Super's ordered us all to go for a drink and an early lunch on some restaurant boat, but knowing how you feel about being pressurised into doing things, well, I didn't think you want to come.
Oh, come off it, Gov. You know me. If the Chief Super says you got to go someplace, well, you got to go, haven't you?